class. Today we'll be going over what you should know about the RSI Perseus, and there will be some speculation, but I don't really care. Alright, size 7 guns, 2 turrets, big boom versus subcaps. Alright, size 5 torpedoes, big boom. Alright, thick armor, good. Weak points, probably the bridge, probably these engines, probably the under cargo area or anywhere if there are escape pods on here or not. When it was originally designed, they wanted to make it for a skeleton crew of 4, but now the crew is 6 because they thought that you needed more people on a ship that's a large ship. That being said, I still believe that you can pilot this thing probably with a crew of 4 if you really want to, but you would have to give up 1 turret. As I said, there's a pilot, a captain, 2 turret gunners, and 2 random guys on the bridge, or inside of the ship, potentially loading ammo in the turrets, I would assume. That being said, if you did push it down to a skeleton crew, you could probably man the upper turret, have 1 guy running ammo, 1 guy piloting, and a captain. Shoot this turret while you're reloading the other turret, and then just flip-flop back and forth over and over, rotating people out of the turrets to keep everything fueled. It wouldn't be 100% effective, but it would potentially let you drop the crew down. And depending on what the captain does, because do you really need a captain? Maybe even go down to a crew of 3. But captain could still be an engineer or something while the ammo's being transported. Most likely he'll have some sort of radar or map or something to help keep, make decisions on the battlefield, I would assume. But I think you get away running this for the skeleton crew if you really wanted to. And that just makes it to where you can have more and more Perseus available. That being said, if you wanted to run it with a crew of 6, personally, I think that you could still get away with, you know, having 4 people on the ship and having 2 fighters. So we see this picture with the cargo elevator going down, right? There's an Ursa rover in here. Now, depending on what happens with this cargo elevator, or whatever they decide to do, inside the Carrack, for instance, this bay where there'd be 1 Ursa, you could easily fit 2 or 3 Furies. Um, we don't know how much cargo space is inside of here once the elevator goes up, but I would assume potentially you could at least store 2 Furies, maybe more, and that would have help offset the Perseus's loss when it comes to anti-fighter capabilities. If you wanted to use it for bounty missions and stuff as a solo ship, I think that's a very good option because then you'd have your 2 automated turrets and then 2 Furies. You'd be able to handle some small groups of fighters, and you'd be able to handle subcaps and large ships. Seems like a perfect combination for me. But if you did lose pilots out in the Furies, you would lose a lot of your crew members, and it wouldn't be good unless the ship is a part of a fleet. That being said, being in a part of a fleet, that is a nifty trick to be able to pull out if you really wanted to just pop out a few Furies. You send in 2 Perseus, they get swarmed, you pop out 4 plus Furies, just as a little extra support package. I like that idea quite a lot. There's a docking collar, but, I don't know when you're going to be docking on this besides when you're docking with your allied ships. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot to go over. Y'all guys have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.